Adani Sanchez. I was introduced earlier. I'm an enrollment counselor on location at Francis Nelson, but I do work for Champaign County Healthcare Consumers, even though they don't see me in the office a lot. So I'm here to present an award that's a little bit different than the rest of the ones that you've heard about before. Everyone says that the Golden Bedpan is the worst award, but I disagree. Because of recipients like this one, we still have our jobs. We still have something to do every day. So this year's award winner has gone out of its way time and time again to make sure that facts are distorted, residents marginalized, and corporate interests protected. Okay, so every year the Healthcare Consumers give, the Healthcare Consumer Board of Directors awards the Golden Bedpan, which lovely Paulette is holding for me. They like to award this award to the individual, group of individuals, corporation, or political body that has distinguished itself above all others by its attack on the health and welfare of the people of its community. This year's winner is the Illinois EPA! As a two-time recipient of this award, the IEPA knows exactly what it takes to win, but they have definitely outdone themselves this year. They outclassed many other candidates who lacked the same determination to undermine the well-being of their served populations and their own mission. Maybe this time the IEPA will get the message and learn their lesson, but fingers crossed. In the name of duty, the IEPA nobly ignored the public outcry from Fifth and Hill residents when Ameren refused to clean up its off-site toxic contamination. And as you heard earlier, while Ameren has cleaned up its own property, kind of, it has consistently refused to clean up the rest of its toxic contamination. You know, the contamination that's on residential properties in the neighborhood, like where people actually live. And the IEPA's response to that? Oh, they're okay with it. The IEPA respects Ameren's decision. They just don't really respect the health or the environment of the Fifth and Hill neighborhood. So much for the IEPA's mission of safeguarding the environment, protecting human health and welfare. Way to go, EPA! But if you think the IEPA only neglects the health and environment of low-income minority communities in order to protect corporate interests, think again! They don't care about the rest of you either. The IEPA has recently decided that the Mahomet Aquifer, the water source for all of us and over 750,000 people in central Illinois, it's not worth protecting. But it is worth endangering, as long as the corporation, the Clinton landfill, can make a huge profit. They have boldly agreed to welcome PCBs and MGP waste. Now that's manufactured gas plant waste. You guys heard about that earlier. It's the toxic waste from Ameren's Fifth and Hill neighborhood. It's kind of similar to that. They've allowed that to come into the Clinton landfill, which happens to sit right above the Mahomet Aquifer. The IEPA has totally disregarded concerns from the Mahomet Aquifer protection groups. Concerns like 3 layers of thick plastic might not be enough to protect the Mahomet Aquifer from toxic contamination by known carcinogens. Gosh, how could they do that? The IEPA has made it clear that just because they have the authority to help the environment doesn't mean that they'll get to it when we need it. They say that they utilize creative means to address the priority needs for clean and safe water in Illinois. And they're just so creative that they decided to turn the other cheek. We see the glass half empty, and they see it half clean. Note the comment, yeah. But there is something that you can do. Protect the Mahomet Aquifer from toxic contamination and from the IEPA by signing the petition on your table. And this petition will have the US EPA designate the aquifer as a sole source aquifer. That way, it'll bring greater protection and oversight to our precious water source. And unfortunately, we don't have a representative here from the IEPA to accept this award, but don't worry, they'll be hearing from us about it. So thank you guys so much. That concludes our award show presentation.